In the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, the city of Babylon rises like a phoenix from the dust of time, a marvel of engineering and ambition that echoes through the ages. Towering above the landscape, the Tower of Babel stands as a testament to humanity's relentless quest to reach the heavens. This monumental structure, often depicted as a spiraling staircase to the divine, symbolizes not just the aspirations of an ancient civilization, but also serves as a canvas for the myths and stories that have woven themselves into the fabric of human history. Yet, what if this ambition was not merely a product of human ingenuity? What if the Nephilim, the legendary giants shrouded in mystery and mentioned in ancient texts, played a crucial role in the construction of this iconic tower? As we delve into the narrative of Babylon, we find ourselves not just examining stone and mortar, but also exploring the intertwining of myth and history. The Tower of Babel, reaching for the skies, beckons us to ask profound questions about the nature of the beings who may have influenced its creation. Who were the Nephilim? What were their origins, and how did they fit into the tapestry of human civilization? Could their involvement explain the extraordinary achievements witnessed in ancient Babylon? The biblical account in Genesis paints a picture of a world where the Nephilim existed, a time when the sons of God mingled with the daughters of men, leading to the birth of giants. This notion evokes a sense of wonder and curiosity, challenging our perceptions of history and mythology. Was the Tower of Babel merely an ambitious architectural endeavor, or was it a portal to realms beyond our understanding, a manifestation of divine technology that blurred the lines between humanity and the divine? The implications of these questions reach far into the present, urging us to reconsider the narratives we accept and the stories we tell. If the Nephilim influenced the creation of Babylon, what does that suggest about our own history? Are we truly the masters of our own destiny, or are we, in some ways, still reaching for the stars with the help of those who came before us? As we embark on this exploration, it is essential to remain open to the possibilities that lie ahead. If you want more investigations like this, make sure to subscribe. Engaging with these ancient stories allows us to peel back the layers of time and uncover truths that have long been hidden. The quest for knowledge about the Nephilim and their potential role in the construction of the Tower of Babel is not just an academic exercise, it's a journey into our collective past, one that invites us to question, reflect, and explore the mysteries that lie at the heart of human civilization. As we navigate through the ruins of Babylon, we will examine archaeological evidence, interpret ancient texts, and consider the profound implications of our findings. The Tower of Babel, as a symbol of human ambition, becomes a focal point for our inquiry. What can we learn from this ancient marvel? How does it connect to the giants of mythology, and what truths might it reveal about the very fabric of our existence? In this investigation, we will dive deep into historical accounts, archaeological discoveries, and theological interpretations. We will sift through the grains of history to find answers to the questions that have lingered for millennia. The Nephilim, often seen as mere myth, may hold the key to understanding the remarkable achievements of ancient civilizations. Their legacy, intertwined with the construction of the Tower of Babel, beckons us to explore the boundaries of myth and reality. As we uncover the layers of meaning behind the Tower of Babel, we will also confront the existing narratives that challenge our understanding. Could it be that the stories of the Nephilim are not simply remnants of folklore, but rather echoes of a more profound reality? This exploration invites us to reconsider what we know about ancient technology, human capability, and the very nature of existence itself. The Tower of Babel stands as a powerful symbol, not just of ambition, but of the human spirit's desire to reach beyond its grasp. It represents the intersection of myth and reality, where the stories of giants and gods blur with the achievements of mankind. As we continue our journey, we will seek to uncover the truth, a truth that may illuminate our understanding of history and our place within it. In the following sections, we will delve into the ancient texts that mention the Nephilim, exploring their origins and implications. We will analyze the interpretations surrounding these enigmatic beings, and consider how they might relate to the architectural wonders of Babylon. As we prepare to unravel these intricate threads of history, we invite you to ponder the questions that arise from our exploration. Are we standing on the shoulders of giants, or are we merely casting shadows on the remnants of a forgotten past? As we embark on this journey of discovery, we will not only seek answers, but also challenge our assumptions and expand our understanding of what it means to be human. The legacy of the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel is not simply a tale of the past. It is a story that continues to evolve, inviting us to engage with the mysteries of existence and the profound connections between humanity and the divine. To conclude this opening segment, let us reflect on the significance of our inquiry. The Tower of Babel, a monumental achievement of ancient engineering, serves as a reminder of the heights to which humanity can aspire. Yet, it also prompts us to question the forces that shaped our history. As we dig deeper, we will uncover the layers of meaning that bind us to the past and explore the implications of these ancient narratives on our contemporary understanding of civilization. The journey has just begun, and the truths we uncover may forever change how we view the world around us. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic figures known as the Nephilim, we turn our attention to the ancient texts that reference them, particularly Genesis 6, 1-4. This foundational passage provides a glimpse into a world where divine and human intersect in ways that challenge our understanding of both the sacred and the profane. The text describes how the sons of God came down to earth and took wives from the daughters of men, leading to the birth of giants known as the Nephilim. This narrative raises profound questions about the nature of these beings. Were they divine entities, human hybrids, or merely metaphorical constructs reflecting the fears and aspirations of their creators? The implications of this passage are far-reaching. If we take the text at face value, it suggests a union that transcends the ordinary, creating beings that are both extraordinary and terrifying. But what does it mean to be a Nephilim? The term itself is shrouded in mystery. Some scholars argue that it derives from the Hebrew root npel, meaning to fall, implying that these beings fell from grace or were cast down. Others contend that they represent an elite class, perhaps even the offspring of gods, who wielded power beyond that of mere mortals. As we explore the interpretations surrounding the Nephilim, we find a tapestry of historical memory interwoven with theological debate. This passage has sparked countless discussions among theologians, historians, and archaeologists alike. Some view it as a metaphor for the moral decline of humanity, while others see it as a literal account of encounters between divine beings and human beings. The ambiguity of the text invites varied interpretations, each shedding light on different aspects of ancient beliefs and societal structures. This exploration reveals that the Nephilim are not just a footnote in biblical history. They represent a broader narrative about power, ambition, and the consequences of transgressing boundaries. Their existence, whether literal or metaphorical, challenges our understanding of humanity's relationship with the divine and the risks inherent in reaching for something beyond our grasp. As we analyze these texts, it is vital to consider the context in which they were written. The ancient Near East was a melting pot of cultures, each with its own myths and legends. The stories of giants and divine beings are prevalent across various civilizations, suggesting a shared cultural memory or experience. The Nephilim may be a reflection of these broader themes, symbolizing humanity's struggle with its own limitations and aspirations. Now, let's pause for a moment to consider the implications of these interpretations. Do you see the Nephilim as a metaphorical representation of ancient fears and desires, or do you think they were real beings who once walked the earth? This question invites us to ponder the nature of our own beliefs and the stories that shape our understanding of the world. As we continue our investigation, we will examine how these interpretations align with archaeological findings and historical accounts. The exploration of the Nephilim is not merely an academic pursuit, it is a journey into the heart of what it means to be human, to aspire, and to grapple with the divine. The Tower of Babel in this context becomes more than just a structure. It serves as a symbol of humanity's quest for understanding and the consequences of hubris. The connection between the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel is not immediately evident, but the themes of ambition and transgression resonate through both narratives. The tower, built to reach the heavens, embodies humanity's desire to elevate itself, to challenge the divine order. This ambition is mirrored in the actions of the Nephilim, who, according to some interpretations, sought to transcend their limitations and achieve greatness at any cost. As we dissect the Genesis passage, we find that it opens a portal to deeper inquiries about power dynamics in ancient societies. Who were the sons of God, and what motivated their descent to earth? Were they benevolent or malevolent? The text leaves us with more questions than answers, compelling us to seek further understanding. Now, as we proceed, let's reflect on how these interpretations of the Nephilim might influence our perceptions of their involvement in the construction of the Tower of Babel. Could it be that the giants of legend offered more than just physical strength? Did they possess knowledge or technology that enabled ancient civilizations to achieve feats that seem impossible by today's standards? These questions lead us to consider the broader implications of the Nephilim narrative. Their legacy echoes through history, challenging us to think critically about the intersections of myth and reality. The Tower of Babel, as a focal point of this inquiry, invites us to explore not just the origins of these stories, but also their impact on our understanding of civilization. As we continue this investigation, we will explore archaeological evidence, examine the engineering marvels of Babylon, and consider the implications of these findings on our understanding of the Nephilim. The journey ahead promises to unravel the complexities of these narratives, revealing the richness of ancient wisdom and the lessons that remain relevant today. If you see this as a metaphor, historical memory, or a mix, why do you think that? Engaging with these questions allows us to deepen our understanding of the ancient narratives that have shaped our world. As we advance, we will delve into the evidence surrounding Babylon's construction and the potential role of the Nephilim in these monumental achievements. With this context in mind, we prepare to embark on an exploration of the physical remnants of Babylon and the architectural feats that have puzzled scholars for centuries. The connection between the myths of the Nephilim and the realities of ancient engineering awaits us, promising to illuminate the complex relationship between humanity and the divine. The journey continues, and the truths we uncover may forever change our perspective on the legacies of the past. The investigation now shifts its focus toward the physical evidence surrounding the ancient city of Babylon and its iconic tower. As we delve into the remnants of this legendary place, we uncover astonishing archaeological findings that suggest advanced engineering techniques seemingly beyond the capabilities of the time. The sheer size and scale of the structures reveal a level of sophistication that raises eyebrows among historians and archaeologists alike. How could ancient civilizations accomplish such remarkable feats of construction? The Tower of Babel, often described in ancient texts as a monumental structure, stands as a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. Yet, the true story behind its construction may be more complex than we initially perceive. The remnants of Babylon indicate that its builders possessed knowledge that challenges our understanding of ancient technology. From massive bricks to intricate mortar techniques, the evidence points to a level of engineering that was not only impressive, but also perplexing. As we examine the logistics of building such a towering structure, we must consider the workforce required to bring this grand vision to life. Estimates suggest that thousands of laborers would have been necessary to construct the tower, and this raises another critical question. Who were these workers? Could they have been aided by beings beyond human understanding? The legends of the Nephilim, the giant figures mentioned in various ancient texts, compel us to consider the possibility of their involvement. Some scholars argue that the Nephilim may have possessed not only physical strength, but also advanced knowledge that contributed to monumental constructions like the Tower of Babel. If these giants did exist, were they merely myths, or did they play a foundational role in the development of civilizations? The narrative surrounding the Nephilim offers tantalizing hints, suggesting that their legacy might be woven into the very fabric of human history. The archaeological evidence surrounding Babylon invites comparison with other ancient civilizations. Structures such as the pyramids of Egypt and the ziggurats of Mesopotamia reveal similar engineering prowess. However, the question persists. Were these accomplishments achieved purely through human ingenuity, or was there an external influence at play? The idea of supernatural assistance or intervention from beings like the Nephilim offers an intriguing perspective on the capabilities of our ancestors. Moreover, the logistics of gathering materials for the Tower of Babel were no small feat. The stones used in its construction were quarried from distant locations, requiring extensive transportation networks. The organization and planning necessary to execute such a massive project hint at a knowledge base that surpasses our conventional understanding of ancient societies. Could this knowledge have been imparted by the Nephilim, whose existence might suggest a time when giants walked the earth, sharing their wisdom with humanity? As we analyze the architectural marvels of Babylon, we must also acknowledge the limitations of our current knowledge. The conventional narrative often overlooks the complexity of these achievements, opting instead for simplified explanations rooted in human ingenuity alone. However, as we peel back the layers of history, the evidence points to a more nuanced understanding of the capabilities of ancient civilizations. The notion that the Nephilim played a role in these advancements adds a layer of mystery and intrigue to the narrative. The Tower of Babel serves as a focal point in this exploration, embodying humanity's desire to reach the heavens and challenge the divine order. Its construction invites us to consider the broader implications of ambition and transgression. If we view the tower as a metaphor for humanity's aspirations, we must also confront the consequences of such hubris. The story of the tower resonates with the narrative surrounding the Nephilim, who, in seeking greatness, may have crossed boundaries that were never meant to be breached. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Babylon, we encounter the challenge of reconciling evidence with interpretation. The question of whether the Nephilim were real beings or merely symbolic representations of ancient fears and desires remains a point of contention. This ambiguity compels us to seek further understanding, navigating the complexities of myth and history intertwined. In the context of Babylon's construction, the advanced engineering techniques employed invite speculation about the potential contributions of the Nephilim. Were these giants more than mere figments of ancient imagination? Did they possess knowledge that facilitated the construction of monumental structures? As we grapple with these questions, we open ourselves to the possibility that the legacy of the Nephilim may extend beyond mythology and into the very foundations of civilization. As we continue our investigation, we will examine the engineering feats of Babylon in detail, scrutinizing the remnants of the tower and the surrounding structures. The evidence we uncover may illuminate the relationship between humanity and the divine, offering insights into the role of the Nephilim in shaping our understanding of the ancient world. If you're intrigued by the role of the Nephilim and want to explore more investigations like this, make sure to subscribe. The journey ahead promises to unravel the complexities of these narratives, revealing the richness of ancient wisdom and the lessons that remain relevant today. The Tower of Babel stands not merely as a relic of the past, but as a symbol of humanity's eternal quest for knowledge and transcendence. As we peel away the layers of history, we find ourselves at the crossroads of myth and reality, where the stories we tell shape our understanding of who we are. The investigation into the Nephilim and their connection to the Tower of Babel continues, inviting us to ponder the nature of ambition, knowledge, and the divine. The next steps in our exploration will further illuminate the intricacies of this narrative, leading us to uncover the truths hidden in the shadows of antiquity. As we continue to unravel the complexities surrounding the construction of the Tower of Babel, we must confront the compelling counterarguments presented by mainstream scholars. The prevailing view in academic circles is that the achievements of ancient civilizations, including the monumental structures of Babylon, can be attributed solely to human ingenuity and resourcefulness. This perspective emphasizes the remarkable capabilities of early societies without the need for supernatural intervention. However, this assertion raises significant questions that merit further exploration. One of the foundational arguments against the involvement of the Nephilim or any other supernatural beings in the construction of the tower is the demonstration of advanced engineering skills by the ancient Babylonians. Scholars point to the impressive architectural techniques used in the design and construction of the ziggurats, which served as temples and administrative centers. These structures showcased a sophisticated understanding of geometry, materials, and labor organization. The ziggurat at Ur, for instance, was built using sun-dried bricks and featured a multi-tiered design that has intrigued historians and architects alike. Yet, the question remains, how did these ancient builders acquire such knowledge? While proponents of the orthodox view argue that these skills were developed over time through trial and error, the rapid advancement in construction techniques at specific historical junctures suggests a more complex narrative. If we consider the monumental scale of the Tower of Babel, we must also consider the logistics involved in gathering materials, coordinating labor, and executing a vision that reached into the heavens. These tasks required not only skill, but also a profound level of organization. The logistics of constructing such a grand edifice cannot be understated. The sheer volume of materials needed for the Tower of Babel would have been staggering. Bricks, stone, and bitumen were essential components of the construction, and their procurement would have necessitated extensive supply chains. Transporting these resources from quarries located far from the construction site posed significant challenges. How could an ancient civilization without modern technology and infrastructure manage such an endeavor? Moreover, the scale of the project raises another critical point. The Tower of Babel was not merely a structure, it was a symbol of humanity's ambition to reach the divine. This ambition, while commendable, also leads to a discussion of the potential consequences of overstepping boundaries. The biblical narrative suggests that the construction of the tower was seen as a direct challenge to God, leading to divine intervention that resulted in the confusion of languages and the scattering of peoples. This pivotal moment in the story highlights the tension between human aspiration and divine will. As we dissect these arguments, we must also acknowledge that the achievements of ancient civilizations have often been underestimated. The narrative that places human ingenuity at the forefront of these accomplishments often overlooks the possibility of lost knowledge or external influences. Could it be that the Nephilim, as legendary beings associated with advanced knowledge and technology, played a role in guiding humanity's endeavors? If these beings possessed wisdom that has since been forgotten, it would explain the remarkable achievements that seem to surpass the capabilities of their contemporaries. The exploration of the Nephilim's potential influence invites us to consider alternative hypotheses. Some theorists propose that the Nephilim may have shared advanced construction techniques or even provided architectural blueprints that enabled the rapid progress seen in ancient Babylon. The idea that divine beings may have interacted with humanity to facilitate monumental construction is not merely a fantastical notion. It is a perspective that challenges our understanding of history and the capabilities of early societies. However, it is essential to approach these theories with a critical mindset. The mainstream academic community often dismisses the idea of the Nephilim as mere myth or allegory, arguing that attributing human achievements to supernatural beings dilutes the accomplishments of our ancestors. This perspective is rooted in a desire to celebrate human ingenuity and resilience, yet, as we delve deeper into the evidence, it becomes increasingly apparent that the standard interpretations may not fully account for the complexities of the past. To illustrate this point, consider the evidence presented by archaeological findings. The site of Babylon has yielded remarkable insights into the civilization that once flourished there. Excavations have uncovered the remnants of vast structures, intricate designs, and advanced infrastructure. These findings lend credibility to the idea that there was a significant level of sophistication in Babylonian society, yet the precise methods through which these achievements were realized remain elusive. As we engage with the evidence, it becomes clear that the discussion surrounding the Nephilim is not merely about their existence, but about the implications of their potential involvement. If we assume for a moment that these beings did indeed play a role in the construction of the Tower of Babel, what does that mean for our understanding of human history? The legacy of the Nephilim extends far beyond mere folklore. It challenges the boundaries of what we define as possible. This leads us to consider the consequences of relying solely on conventional explanations. If we dismiss the Nephilim as mere myth, we risk overlooking valuable insights into the nature of human ambition and the pursuit of knowledge. The narrative of the Tower of Babel serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the fine line between aspiration and hubris. The story suggests that even the most ambitious endeavors can lead to unforeseen consequences when they challenge the divine order. As we move forward in our investigation, it is crucial to maintain an open mind. The tension between human achievement and supernatural influence invites us to ask deeper questions about our past. The evidence we have gathered thus far points to a complex interplay between ambition, knowledge, and the divine, suggesting that our understanding of history may require re-examination. If you find yourself pondering the implications of this discussion, consider how the narratives of the past shape our perceptions of the present. The questions surrounding the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel are not simply academic inquiries. They resonate with our ongoing quest for understanding and meaning. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Babylon, let us remain vigilant in our pursuit of knowledge, ready to embrace the complexities that lie ahead. The next phase of our investigation will delve into the implications of these theories and explore the broader cultural narratives that have emerged from the tales of the Nephilim. We will examine how these stories have shaped our understanding of history and continue to influence contemporary thought. Each piece of evidence we uncover will help illuminate the intricate tapestry of human existence, revealing connections that transcend time and space. As we continue this journey, let us remain open to the possibilities that lie ahead. The exploration of the Nephilim's potential influence invites us to consider alternative hypotheses. Some theorists propose that the Nephilim may have shared advanced construction techniques or even provided architectural blueprints that enabled the rapid progress seen in ancient Babylon. This idea suggests that these beings, often described as giants or divine hybrids, could have harnessed knowledge or technology that was lost to humanity once they departed from the earth. The thought that divine beings interacted with humanity to facilitate monumental construction is not merely a fantastical notion. It challenges our understanding of history and the capabilities of early societies. For instance, if we accept that the Nephilim had access to superior engineering knowledge, we must question how such information could have been transmitted to humanity. Did they teach this knowledge to select individuals, or was it a collective understanding that emerged during the construction of the Tower of Babel? This leads us into the realm of speculation, yet it also opens doors to fascinating possibilities. The idea that these ancient giants might have been the source of revolutionary engineering breakthroughs presents a compelling narrative that intertwines myth with historical inquiry. However, it is essential to approach these theories with a critical mindset. The mainstream academic community often dismisses the Nephilim as mere myth or allegory, arguing that attributing human achievements to supernatural beings dilutes the accomplishments of our ancestors. This perspective is rooted in a desire to celebrate human ingenuity and resilience, yet it risks overlooking the complexities and mysteries that shroud our history. As we delve deeper into the evidence, it becomes increasingly apparent that standard interpretations may not fully account for the intricate tapestry of the past. The site of Babylon has yielded remarkable insights into the civilization that once flourished there. Excavations have uncovered the remnants of vast structures, intricate designs, and advanced infrastructure. These findings lend credibility to the idea that there was a significant level of sophistication in Babylonian society. Yet, the precise methods through which these achievements were realized remain elusive. For example, the sheer size and scale of the Tower of Babel itself provoke questions about the manpower and resources required to undertake such a colossal project. If the Nephilim were involved, what role did they play in the logistics of construction? As we engage with this evidence, it becomes clear that the discussion surrounding the Nephilim is not merely about their existence, it is about the implications of their potential involvement in human history. If we assume for a moment that these beings did indeed play a role in the construction of the Tower of Babel, it beckons the question, what does that mean for our understanding of human achievement? The legacy of the Nephilim extends far beyond mere folklore. It challenges the boundaries of what we define as possible. This leads us to consider the consequences of relying solely on conventional explanations. If we dismiss the Nephilim as mere myth, we risk overlooking valuable insights into the nature of human ambition and the pursuit of knowledge. The narrative of the Tower of Babel serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the fine line between aspiration and hubris. The story suggests that even the most ambitious endeavors can lead to unforeseen consequences when they challenge the divine order. As we move forward in our investigation, it is crucial to maintain an open mind. The tension between human achievement and supernatural influence invites us to ask deeper questions about our past. The evidence we have gathered thus far points to a complex interplay between ambition, knowledge, and the divine, suggesting that our understanding of history may require re-examination. For example, if the Nephilim possessed advanced knowledge, what does that say about the capabilities of humanity at that time? Were we truly alone in our endeavors? Or did we have assistance from beings that we can barely comprehend? The implications of these theories extend beyond the realm of ancient Babylon. They invite us to reflect on how ancient narratives shape our perceptions of modern society. If we consider the possibility that the Nephilim contributed to the construction of one of humanity's most famed structures, we must also confront the notion of what we can achieve when we collaborate with knowledge beyond our current understanding. If you find yourself pondering the implications of this discussion, consider how the narratives of the past shape our perceptions of the present. The questions surrounding the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel are not simply academic inquiries. They resonate with our ongoing quest for understanding and meaning. The legacy of the Nephilim, whether viewed as literal beings or as metaphorical representations of our ambitions, continues to provoke thought and debate. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Babylon, we must consider the broader cultural narratives that have emerged from the tales of the Nephilim. How have these stories shaped our understanding of history? Each piece of evidence we uncover will help illuminate the intricate tapestry of human existence, revealing connections that transcend time and space. The exploration of the Nephilim invites us to examine not just the structures they may have constructed, but also the ideologies they represent, ideologies that continue to influence us today. The next phase of our investigation will delve into the implications of these theories and explore the broader cultural narratives that have emerged from the tales of the Nephilim. We will examine how these stories have shaped our understanding of history and continue to influence contemporary thought. Each piece of evidence we uncover will help illuminate the intricate tapestry of human existence, revealing connections that transcend time and space. As we continue this journey, let us remain open to the possibilities that lie ahead. As we gather the threads of our investigation, the implications of the Nephilim's legacy become increasingly profound. The Tower of Babel is not just a structure of stone and mud. It stands as a powerful symbol of humanity's highest aspirations and its potential pitfalls. This section presents various scenarios based on the evidence and interpretations we've explored throughout our documentary. Each scenario highlights the pros and cons of different perspectives on the Nephilim and their role in human history. First, let's consider the scenario where the Nephilim were indeed involved in the construction of the Tower of Babel. If they were present, one must ponder the extent of their influence. The Nephilim, often described as giants or beings of significant stature in ancient texts, could have utilized their supposed advanced knowledge and abilities to facilitate the construction. This scenario posits that the tower was not merely a feat of engineering, but rather a collaboration between humans and these extraordinary beings. Their involvement might suggest that ancient civilizations had access to technologies or architectural techniques that have since been lost to time. However, this interpretation raises questions about the implications of such collaboration. If we accept that the Nephilim aided in building the tower, does this diminish the achievements of humanity? Or does it enhance our understanding of what was possible when human ambition combined with otherworldly assistance? The narrative of the Tower of Babel, viewed through this lens, becomes a tale of cooperation rather than solely human endeavor. It invites us to reflect on the nature of expertise and the value of shared knowledge, whether divine or otherwise. Conversely, let's entertain the possibility that the Nephilim were symbolic rather than literal beings. In this view, they might represent the heights of human ambition and the risks we take when striving for greatness. The Tower of Babel, then, serves as a metaphor for the dangers of hubris and the consequences of attempting to reach beyond our capabilities. This interpretation emphasizes the ethical implications of our pursuits, reminding us of the often blurred line between aspiration and overreach. If the Nephilim embody our darkest desires for power and dominance, the story warns of the potential for chaos that accompanies such ambitions. A third scenario examines the tension between the two perspectives, the literal versus the metaphorical. In this view, the Nephilim could represent both concrete beings and abstract ideas. They may have been actual figures in ancient history while simultaneously serving a narrative purpose, illustrating humanity's perennial conflicts with itself. The Tower of Babel could thus become a stage for exploring themes of unity and division, aspiration and failure, and the consequences of our actions in pursuit of greatness. Exploring how these narratives connect to broader cultural contexts is essential. The idea of giants or powerful beings appears across various ancient cultures, suggesting a shared mythos that resonates with human experience. As we analyze these narratives, we begin to see patterns that transcend geographical and temporal boundaries. For example, many cultures recount tales of gods interacting with humans, or of extraordinary beings who shaped their destinies. What does this tell us about our collective past? Could it be that the stories of the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel reflect deeper truths about human nature and our quest for meaning? If we take a closer look at the artifacts and structures of ancient civilizations, we might find that the narratives of the Nephilim permeate their achievements. The engineering marvels of Mesopotamia, such as ziggurats, echo the aspirations articulated in the Tower of Babel story. These structures, often built in defiance of natural limitations, reveal the extent to which ancient peoples sought to leave their mark on the world. The question that arises from this exploration is whether these grand ambitions were influenced by narratives of the Nephilim, inspiring architects and builders to reach for the heavens in ways that reflected both their ingenuity and their fears. As we synthesize our findings, it becomes clear that the legacy of the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel invites ongoing inquiry and debate. The stories we tell about the past shape our understanding of the present and future. They challenge us to consider the consequences of our aspirations and the potential repercussions of our pursuits. Each narrative we examined, the Nephilim as literal giants, as symbolic representations of ambition, and as interconnected with broader cultural myths, reveals layers of meaning that resonate with the human experience. In this light, the Tower of Babel serves not only as a historical artifact, but as a cautionary tale. It reminds us of the potential for human achievement to clash with the divine order, prompting us to reflect on our place in the cosmos. The Nephilim's legacy prompts us to consider how we define success and the lengths we are willing to go to in pursuit of our goals. Are we simply striving to build towers that reach the heavens? Or are we seeking understanding and connection with something greater than ourselves? As we navigate these complex themes, it is essential to remember that our understanding of the past remains fluid. The evidence we have gathered thus far continues to provoke thought and debate, urging us to explore new possibilities and interpretations. If you find yourself pondering the implications of this discussion, consider how the narratives of the past shape our perceptions of the present. The questions surrounding the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel are not merely academic inquiries. They resonate with our ongoing quest for understanding and meaning. As we move towards the final part of our investigation, let's keep in mind the importance of remaining open to new interpretations and insights. The legacy of the Nephilim, whether viewed as literal beings or as metaphorical constructs, continues to inspire inquiry into the nature of human ambition and the complexities of our existence. This exploration invites us to re-examine our relationship with our past, our aspirations for the future, and the narratives that define us. Let us continue to seek understanding as we prepare to delve deeper into this rich tapestry of history and myth. In conclusion, our investigation into the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel reveals a complex tapestry of history, myth, and human ambition. We have traversed ancient texts, archaeological wonders, and the rich narratives that surround these legendary beings. The legacy of the Nephilim, whether viewed as literal giants or metaphorical representations of humanity's greatest aspirations and deepest fears, continues to captivate and provoke thought. Each layer we peeled back has unveiled more questions than answers, a testament to the enduring intrigue surrounding this topic. The Tower of Babel stands as a potent symbol of humanity's relentless pursuit of greatness. It represents not just an architectural marvel, but also the inherent desire within us to reach for the heavens, to connect with the divine, and to achieve what seems impossible. But in this pursuit, we must also consider the lessons embedded within the narrative. The story warns us of the potential consequences of our ambitions, urging us to reflect on what we are willing to sacrifice in our quest for success. Are we building towers that touch the sky, or are we merely repeating the patterns of those who came before us, driven by the same desires and fears? As we analyze the Nephilim's role, it becomes evident that they serve as a mirror reflecting our own complexities. If they were indeed beings of extraordinary stature and power, what does that say about humanity's place in the cosmos? On the other hand, if they are metaphorical constructs, how do they encapsulate the struggles and triumphs of our civilization? The intersection of these interpretations leads us to deeper inquiries into how we perceive our history and our place in the universe. Exploring the physical evidence surrounding Babylon and its construction, we are left with the undeniable question: how did ancient civilizations achieve such monumental feats? The engineering techniques displayed in the ruins challenge our understanding of technological progress. While conventional archaeology often attributes these accomplishments to human ingenuity, the possibility of external influences, be they divine, extraterrestrial, or something yet to be understood, remains an open question. This ambiguity invites us to reconsider our assumptions about the capacities of ancient peoples and the potential knowledge that may have been lost to time. Throughout this exploration, we have encountered strong orthodox counterarguments that advocate for a purely human-centric view of ancient achievements. Yet, as we dissect these claims, it becomes evident that the limitations of our understanding of ancient technology and culture may hinder a complete picture. The Nephilim, whether as literal figures or as allegorical symbols, invite us to reconsider the boundaries of historical interpretation. What if the giants of our past were not just a figment of imagination, but rather a reflection of humanity's unyielding quest to explain the unexplainable? As we draw together the threads of our investigation, we recall the implications of the Nephilim's legacy. Each scenario we discussed posits different perspectives, shedding light on the multifaceted nature of our history. The various interpretations of these ancient beings compel us to consider how narratives shape our understanding of the past and influence our present and future. The Tower of Babel, as a metaphor for ambition and division, challenges us to think critically about the narratives we choose to embrace and how they impact our society today. If you found yourself pondering these themes, remember that the stories of the past are not set in stone. They evolve, just as we do, influenced by new findings and interpretations. The Nephilim and the Tower of Babel continue to inspire inquiry into the nature of human ambition, creativity, and our quest for meaning. As we navigate these complexities, it is crucial to remain open to new ideas and insights, recognizing that our understanding of history is far from complete. Now, as we conclude, let's reflect on this journey. The investigation into the Nephilim and the Tower of Babel encourages us to remain curious, to ask questions, and to seek knowledge wherever it may lead us. The legacy of these ancient beings and their connection to monumental constructions serves as a reminder of the power of myth and the importance of storytelling in shaping our understanding of the world. What stands firm in our minds as we consider this legacy, and what remains open for debate? The narratives we explored speak not only to the past, but also to our aspirations for the future. They challenge us to confront our ambitions, our limitations, and our inherent desires to reach beyond the horizon. As we close this chapter, let us carry forward the understanding that the stories we tell about our past continue to resonate in our lives today. They remind us of the fragility of our achievements and the enduring pursuit of knowledge and connection. In this light, the legacy of the Nephilim may serve as both a cautionary tale and an inspirational narrative. It invites us to reflect on our journey as a civilization and the steps we take towards progress. So, what remains firm in your understanding of these ancient narratives, and what questions linger in your mind? As we part ways, let these thoughts guide you in your quest for understanding. Remember, the past is a rich tapestry, woven with threads of ambition, myth, and inquiry. What will you explore next in this vast expanse of human history?